Welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 270-something? 280-something? I don't know. Through the Never, my name is Eric.
I am Jason, and it's Through the Never.
Ah!
Yeah. That's how our buddy James Hetfield would say it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, who knows what number this is, because we didn't do one last week. And
No,
we're not in practice.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused and lost.
Plus, we've been thinking about other numbers, like your sketch today.
Oh, yeah?
Like, we've been talking about those numbers.
Right, yeah.
I dialed phone numbers a little bit ago. There's all kinds of numbers.
Numbers are everywhere.
There's lots of them.
And yet, math, never applicable.
Oh, yeah, we don't use math.
No.
We just use numbers.
Exactly.
Well, technically, we add one number, the number one, to every episode to get the next episode number.
But when you can't remember the previous number...
Right, then there's no math.
Exactly.
So, yeah, okay. We're back to no math. That's just fine. There's enough math in the universe. It's all based on math. Did you know that?
Is it?
Yeah.
Because other than figuring out a tip, I don't use math ever.
Well, I mean, but like, quantum mechanics.
Whatever.
Things like that.
Yeah.
It's all mathematical equations.
Counting. It's pretty much all that I need.
The Fibonacci sequence. Which is not a European keyboard band from the 80s. It's a Japanese keyboard band from the
80s. We're a little rusty here.
Yeah.
Which is a good excuse for this week.
Right. Yeah. Next week, we'll have to think of a better excuse.
Yes.
Or a different one.
Right.
Probably a poorer excuse, but...
Yeah. So we watched a quote-unquote movie.
Yeah, it's sort of a movie.
It certainly was the length of a movie.
Yeah.
And it played on my TV like a movie. There was via Netflix like other movies.
And there was a cast listing at the end.
There was indeed a cast listing and writing credits and a director.
Right.
These all lead you to believe that this was possibly a movie.
Right.
And it was a movie. We watched a movie.
Yeah.
It's called Through the Never.
With the word Metallica, maybe.
Maybe in it, yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know how I like to call it, just Through the Never.
Through the Never, right.
Yeah. Metallica,
Right.
Through the Never.
Yeah, because it's a Metallica movie.
Right. Metallica never, through the colon.
Yeah, that's always bad. Never do that. Never put Metallica in your colon. Or your anus. I don't know, metal up your ass.
Metal up
You're
your
supposed
ass,
to do
right?
that.
Yeah.
Okay, well then maybe, okay. I recount my statement. There I go counting. That's math again. Yeah, Metallica.
Yeah.
I think I'll start off by saying it's a good thing I like their music.
Uh-huh.
Because otherwise, wow.
Uh-huh. Mostly, yeah. Okay, so this is it's a concert movie.
All right.
It was filmed in the 3Ds.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. To be in the movie theaters with the glasses and whatnot. But it is also unlike other concert movies, also a story, and I am using quotes, quoting my fingers.
Yeah.
Quote.
It's like a music video.
It is like a big old music video, like an hour and a half music video.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's not like one song.
No, it's a concert.
It's like 20 songs.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah. So there is a plot.
There is.
Yeah. That stars actor Dean DeHaan, who was in the movie Chronicle. He played the lead character in that.
Sort of the guy that gets the powers.
The guy, well, they all got powers, but the guy that goes kind of evil.
He misuses it.
Yeah.
Right.
He is also in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 as Harry Osborn / the Green Goblin.
Okay.
And,
I did not know that.
yeah. And you probably could go the rest of your life without ever seeing that performance and pretty much be okay. Because, spoiler, because I'm supposed to talk about this next week with Kathleen. We're going to reunite the Stupid Sexy podcast again.
Oh.
We've been on a lengthy hiatus.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because nothing's really happened. And then we've just been too busy to get together otherwise. But The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is pretty terrible, and the Green Goblin is kind of one of the worst parts of it.
Oh.
And
like just the character or that guy's performance? Or?
The character and kind of that guy's performance, but that just may be because of the character.
Okay, right.
You know, it's hard to differentiate, what were choices and what were, script, directions and direction, But my recommendation, don't see Amazing Spider-Man 2. Ever.
But the first one.
The first one's pretty good. Yeah.
Because I've yet to see either.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll just skip them both. Who knows?
I don't know. I truly like the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any Metallica songs in it?
No.
Oh.
But the Spider-Man theme song plays a lot.
Oh, I like the Spider-Man theme song.
Uh-huh.
Is it the...
It's not the Ramones cover. Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, it's not that one.
It's not that one.
Yeah, Spider-Blood, Radioactive Spider-Blood.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Oh, sure, yeah. Almost as good as the Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes theme song.
Oh, yeah, that one's pretty great.
Yeah.
That one's kind of a little more Metallica-y. Rock
Rock
and rolly.
Yeah, more like if Metallica were Motley Crue.
Oh, you mean like if Bob Rock somehow got involved with Metallica?
Uh-huh, yeah.
That alternate universe. There's a reason his name isn't Bob Thrash Metal. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Bob Rock. He's not in this movie.
No, he is not. Some of the music that he produced was, though.
Yeah. And, I'm not a huge fan of that album, but like most of the music in this movie, I enjoy.
They're... the set list that they played for this movie, concert, whatever, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And surprisingly from, the 3-4 really, really good albums.
Yeah, right.
There's, I think, one song from Death Magnetic was played, and maybe... no Saint Anger songs were played.
Okay. Which one has the Gimme Fuel, Gimme Fire song?
That's Load or
Is
Reload.
It one of those? Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of...
One of the two Load albums.
One of the Loads. This one was, a lot of Injustice for All and Master Puppets and...
Ride the Lightning.
A lot of Black albums.
A lot of them. Not a ton.
There's 3.
There's 2.
Was there?
Enter Sandman.
Unforgiven.
They didn't play Unforgiven.
Did they not?
No. They played the very beginning of Wherever I May Roam, but they never played the song.
They played Nothing Else Matters.
They played Nothing Else Matters and Enter Sandman.
Was it?
That was it.
Okay. Maybe you said something about Unforgiven and it's just in my brain still.
You said that I was going to fall asleep during Unforgiven. Right. I told you that I only fall asleep during Unforgiven 3.
At which point I was like, what? Because I had no idea they went with a trilogy there.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. It's nice.
So yeah, only 2 Black Album songs.
Okay.
And like I said, the very beginning intro of Wherever I May Roam. One Death Magnetic song that I recall, no Saint Anger songs, and a handful of Load songs.
It's mostly the good.
So mostly, one Kill 'Em All.
Mm-hmm.
And then, mostly Master Puppets and Ride the Lightning.
Pretty awesome.
It was a pretty good set list.
Yeah. And it is live music, even though it's a movie, you know.
Right,
They recorded it live
And I gotta say that, I've said it before on the show, and I'll continue to believe this till my dying day, that Kirk Hammett is one of the worst professional guitar players in the universe.
Oh, I think he's really good.
But he didn't do too bad of a job in this.
Yeah.
Not too bad of a job.
Yeah, I mean, at the very beginning of the film, there's a little scene before the music starts where they all, sort of have a little intro piece. And I thought Kirk Hammett's was, the weakest, acting job.
Uh-huh.
But James Hetfield's was just ridiculous and funny.
Right.
And Lars was pretty believable.
Yeah.
He seemed very believable.
Throughout the movie, all he does is play drums, but still comes off like a douchebag.
Just because his face, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah. And then Robert, is it Trujillo? Trujillo?
Yeah.
His scene was pretty amazing at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because that guy he just seems like I'm sure he's a really nice guy, but he just seems like this beast of a man.
Right, yeah.
You know?
He just likes to do crab walks while he plays bass.
Yeah, he's got this weird, monstrous kind of walk all the time. Interesting.
Yeah. The Kirk Hammett thing was weird.
Yeah.
He's just talking to a guitar tech and his guitar is bleeding.
Yeah, his guitar is bleeding, and he maybe has some sort of... He's the only guy that really has an interaction
with our lead character.
Yeah. What's the kid's name? It had a name. It was
Trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They never say it, but it's in the credits.
Right,
or maybe the guy says it once.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just read it in the credits.
But
yeah.
But it's weird.
It's super weird.
It's because you remember, in the 80s or whatever, when they had stories and music videos all the time, there would be, 10 seconds of the story, and then they would flash to the band playing for, 5 seconds,
right.
And then 10 seconds of the story again.
Right.
Well, this is, 10 seconds of the story, and then it flashes to the band playing for, 15 minutes. And then it goes back to... a little...
it's not entirely true, but...
It felt like it, though, to me.
It's just because they have some long songs.
But, it just felt like the story was so... not... they didn't intersperse the story within the songs at all.
A little bit. They would do, a little bit of story, and then, they would go to, whatever the next song on the set list was, and then play through the song, and once in a while they would, cut to... something that was happening in the storyline.
Right.
But, the music would still be going, and then they'd just go back to the concert again.
It was few and far between. More often than not, it was just the song straight through.
Right, and then the story.
Yeah, which I like their music. Maybe that's the thing. If I didn't like their music, I would be still thinking about the story or something. But I would get lost in, watching them perform, because, I think they're good.
Oh, yeah, they're pretty good.
And then, when it would go back to the story, oh, yeah, there's a story, too.
Right.
Yeah.
I think what would have helped if honestly, a little more focus on the story.
Yeah. Right.
To at least make us care about what the fuck was happening.
Or yeah. Yeah. Right.
Because it's visually very interesting.
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah.
Mostly visually interesting. Yeah.
And I gotta say that I'm probably more of a fan of, a Tool music video than pretty much any other music video, because they're not in the music video ever, and it's usually just something weird and fucked up and cool. Awesome looking.
Yeah.
And, every other band in the world is pretty much, it's there in the music video, and then something weird and cool might be happening.
Right.
Also.
We'll have you playing live in a barn,
right.
And there's a guy walking around with a sickle, and then his eyes bleeding, and that'll be the end of the song.
Is that the Grim Reaper video?
I don't know. Could be. It could be.
I do like a Primus music video.
Oh, they're good. They're good. I like the Antwoord videos, the African hip hop band. Yeah. Their music's alright, but their videos are amazing.
I'd prefer to have good music with the music video.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not a fan of Antwoord. Mostly because they look weird.
Yeah, they're odd. So yeah, huh?
So they're the red herring, the MacGuffin of the movie is that this kid is he's like a roadie working for the band, and he gets sent out on an errand to find a truck that has been that's out of gas and to pick up a thing that the band needs. And so for some reason in the year 2013 or whenever this movie came out, he does not have a GPS. He's using a paper map.
Yeah, which I respect.
I guess.
Well, Metallica can't afford to give a GPS to their crew. They've got all that other expensive shit that, they obviously maintain very well because none of it ever, misperforms. Yeah, Metallica really needs to, spruce up their production crew. Get some, people double checking things.
Right.
Everything seems to fall apart.
So this kid is basically out in the middle of Los Angeles trying to find this truck that needs gas and this object that Metallica needs, and then for some reason just the apocalypse has happened.
Yeah, there's like a class war or something.
I don't know. He walks into the movie The Warriors,
Right.
and he's carrying along his little doll that might not be alive or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then, there's a horseman,
Yeah. Of the apocalypse?
maybe?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
There's a guy, he's got like a weird gas mask looking.
He's
face
riding a
paint.
horse and he's killing people.
He's dragging around bodies
Yeah,
from the back
yeah.
of his horse.
And, Metallica does have a song called The Four Horsemen,
Yeah, that's true.
which they never play during the actual concert, which
Right.
may have made sense if they did.
Yeah, right.
And it's also an awesome song, and I would have liked to have heard it.
That's a really good song.
Maybe they're tired of playing it and they've given it to Dave Mustaine to play.
I didn't like this. I like the music. That's it. Maybe if it would have been 20 minutes long and it would have only been footage of the story with the music in the background. I don't know. Maybe then. Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't dislike it. I don't know that I'd recommend it to anyone.
I mean, I'd say you'd have to be a fan of Metallica to watch this.
Oh, absolutely.
I do like at the very beginning, it looked like it was going to be more fun. Because the first
There were a
two
couple of funny
characters-
things.
Yeah. It's like the first people you see, you're like, wow, this could be fun. But maybe that's it. It's not very fun.
Right.
The only fun part, I think, is watching the band play live.
Right.
And the rest of it's just kind of some of it's visually interesting, but I honestly forgot that the trip was supposed to be out there looking for the van,
Right, yeah.
or the truck, until you mentioned it just now. I was like, oh, I thought the story was basically, in a nutshell, there's a kid who's a roadie for Metallica, and he went to go get some gasoline, but if his puppet comes alive, he can deliver a duffel bag. And that was the movie. But yeah, I guess there's more to it.
Makes, I guess, as much sense as the actual storyline to it.
Yeah, because you never really. I mean, I guess that's what you said, MacGuffin, but you never find out really. You never find out what's in the bag,
Right. And but he finally delivers the bag, but the stadium's empty, and it's before the concert.
Is it before the concert?
I think so.
Maybe his job was the roadie thing, and then the apocalypse happened, and he never got to do his job, and the world ended. But he finally, years later or whatever, delivered the bag, even though everything's long gone.
I don't know. The only reason I say that is because the stage was back to normal
Yeah,
when
that's
he
true.
finally got back there.
Yeah, because during the performances, everything's falling,
Right.
catching on fire on the stage, and
Right.
the roadies are getting injured, and yeah.
Yeah. So one would imagine that this was I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen Metallica live since 1992, so I don't know what their stage show is like nowadays.
Right.
But do you think that was a real stage show, or was that specifically done for the movie?
I got the feeling it was for the movie, but I've never. I mean, we watched the video of them doing the what was it called?
The Big Four.
The Big Four.
Yeah. But that was pretty simple.
Yeah.
It was just a stage. Yeah. They didn't have anything crazy going on, but when I saw them, that was when they had the snake pit and the diamond shaped stage.
Oh, okay. Right.
But pyrotechnics and whatnot. And I've seen video of their Injustice for All tour where they had the Justice statue, fall apart at the last song.
Oh, it does fall apart.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on purpose. That one was.
Okay, I thought that was just something going wrong.
Well, that's during this one, they start playing the song, and while they're doing it, the stage crew is building the Justice statue, and then at the end of the song, it explodes and falls apart.
Yeah.
Which that's what happened during the 1998 tour or 1988 tour.
Right. I just thought that it was on accident because. Basically, as soon as they get it built, it falls apart.
Right.
Whereas, on the Injustice for All tour, I'm sure.
They had it on their tour, they had the statue the entire time,
right?
And then for the finale, they're playing Injustice for All, and the thing falls apart because hey, that's the show,
right.
Yeah. And then here it just seems pointless to have it built and then fall apart.
I know because it's only erect and it's only erect for a minute.
Right, yeah.
Because, it takes them a while to build it.
Yeah, but then the debris from the statue stays on the stage for the rest of the show.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. And it's well, then how is the band going to be able to walk around? And then, the next song, they've got crosses, popping up from under the stage, and it's so weird.
It was weird. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
And you'd figure that James Hetfield would probably be wary about, things exploding and, popping up from the stage and,
Did he catch on fire or something?
He did catch on fire once,
right.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Was he making a Pepsi commercial or something?
No,
that was Michael Jackson.
Playing Fade to Black.
Okay.
Which they also didn't play, which was also disappointing. It's probably my favorite Metallica, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a favorite song,
Yeah.
but they played a lot of ones I really like.
Oh, yeah.
Injustice for All is my favorite album, so.
Yeah. And isn't it nice to hear bass on songs from that album?
It is. It is really nice. It's too bad you can't on the
actual album.
CD.
Yeah.
Maybe you could get Robert Trujillo to just record a track that you could listen to while you listen to Injustice for All.
Yeah, I think I could swing that,
You
sure.
could use our power here at the podcast.
Yeah. So, I did, partly through the movie, start to wonder if, the thing that he needed to go pick up was, Jason Newsted or something.
Oh, right. Oh.
Or even Dave Mustaine.
That would have been funny. See, they should have made it more fun.
Yeah.
They could have pulled Dave Mustaine out of the bag and he would have done a guitar solo.
Sure, yeah.
That would have been fun. Or at least he would have handed out voting pamphlets or something.
Right. Or when he goes to the truck, it's Jason Newsted or Dave Mustaine, in the truck.
Right.
Yeah.
They're just playing cards or something.
Or whatever. Yeah.
I think the main problem was this was written by 5 Nimrods.
It was written by one Nimrod.
Is that how you pronounce his name?
I would guess so.
It's spelled Nimrod.
Nimrod Antel is the director's name. Mm-hmm. Directed the Predators movie, the one with Adrian Brody and Lawrence Fishburne.
That's right. You told me that last week or 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
That's why I forgot.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. I mean, it's a music video, so the story doesn't really make that much sense to me. But they never did. They just looked cool.
Right. Yeah.
But I think it's as an experiment, it was interesting. But I think these sort of videos work better in 4-minute increments.
Right. Yeah.
Than they do in hour-and-a-half increments.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of reminds me of Pink Floyd's The Wall, which is kind of just a terrible fucking movie.
I didn't
but
like-
it's a
yeah.
great album.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I watched it in high school when I should have thought it was amazing.
Right.
And I did not like it then. And that's actually the last time I've seen it was when I was in high school, so maybe, who knows? But no.
Yeah, I don't think this was terrible. But yeah, I don't think I would even recommend it to anyone ever.
Right.
Like I would almost think about recommending it if you're doing something else, just to have it on as background.
Yeah, exactly.
But then at that point, just put on a Metallica CD.
Yeah, see, that's true too.
Like if you're just really in the mood for Metallica, I'm sure they have plenty of live albums out there to listen to.
I would only ever not recommend. Like I wouldn't go around not recommending not watching this.
Right.
But if somebody is about to watch it, I would be like, hey, make sure you like Metallica and
Right.
that you have something else to do.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It was fine. It was a Metallica concert.
Could have been cooler.
I haven't been to one in 20-some years, and this is as close as I ever want to get to another one again.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's a good point. I've never seen them live, but this did remind me that I'm really glad I don't go to concerts that have big productions anymore.
Right.
Or I don't go to any concerts anymore, but
Right,
like
yeah.
when I do, it's like once a year I go to just see some dude with his guitar
Right.
whining on stage.
Yeah.
And I like that so much more than paying $50 to see like a stage show that is supposed to like, you know, have all these
Bells and
themes
whistles.
and,
Yeah.
I don't, like if I can't be entertained by just watching the band play live, I think that's more their fault than mine.
Right.
So,
Yeah, kind of. And I mean, I get, when you're one of the biggest bands in the world and, you're going to sell out an entire fucking arena. I mean, you want to do something other than just be on the stage.
that's true. I mean, I know the people in the back wouldn't be able to really
Right,
see
yeah.
anything. So I get that it's also a show, but
Right.
But personally, I would rather see a band that I can stand 20 feet away from,
Exactly.
with 14 other people and just watch,
Yeah.
and that's it.
And I think part of my additional problem to all that is, like when they would scan the crowd, that was there. I was like, I don't want to be associated with those people or near them or
People like Kurt Dins.
people like Kurt Dins. I'm sure I saw a couple of dudes that looked exactly like him there at the show.
He's in the metal. Yeah. Yeah, I bet he smells like a metal concert all the time.
I bet so. Yeah. Like that was just, I was like, I don't want to be around all those
Drunken frat dudes.
Yeah, they just look like really terrible people that were at that show.
I'm sure they're fine.
I'm sure there's one or two fine people in there.
But yeah.
But out of the other 48,999 that,
Yeah, we get to watch it, just me and you, in the comfort of your apartment.
Yeah.
Your air-conditioned apartment.
Uh-huh.
With no elbows being thrust into our sides.
not at all.
No overpriced beer, overpriced parking.
Nope.
So yeah, this was much better.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind watching a concert on video.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something about seeing live music, if
Sure.
you're really into it.
Right.
But yeah, when it gets to a certain level, I'm no longer, like, it's not like, oh, I was into them when they're cool, but I mean, when something gets so big, it's like, it's hard for me to enjoy it because
Right.
it attracts so much other things.
Right.
And it's just, I'd rather just avoid it.
Yeah. Definitely, like, as the years have gone by, like, the shows that I've been to have, been smaller and smaller, in progression,
Like more local bands and
More local bands, or even if not a local band, just at a small club.
Right.
But even then, like, it's still, like, some of them are just like, there's just way too many people here, and
Right.
it's just to the point now where I just would rather never, ever leave my house.
All right then.
So yeah, Through the Never, Metallica, it's a concert video. Watch it if you like Metallica.
And you have something else to
And you have something else to do. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
There. Take a break.
Yeah.
Okay.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock
around.
That's right.
On time.
It's tricky. It's the fight. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's tricky. 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 It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. Tricky. Tricky.
I met this little girlie. Her hair was kinda curly. Went to her house and bust her out. I had to leave real early.
These girls are really sleazy. All they just say is please me. Or spend some time and rock a rhyme. I said it's not that easy. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. How is it, Dave?
It's tricky. Tricky. Tricky.
It's tricky to rock around. Rock around.
That's right. On time. It's tricky. Talking, try to make us rhyme. They really hawk, but we just walk because we have no time.
And in the city, it's a pity, cause we just can't hide. Tinted windows don't mean nothing, they know who's inside. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time it's tricky. How is it, D?
Tricky, 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 tricky.
It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time it's tricky.
Tricky, 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 huh?
When I wake up, people take up mostly all of my time. I'm not singing, phone keep ringing, cause I make up a rhyme.
I'm not bragging, people nagging, cause they think I'm a star. Always tearing what I'm wearing, I think they're going too far.
A girl named Carol follows Daryl every gig we play. Then she dissed her and dismissed her, now she's shocking Jay.
I ain't lying, girls be crying, cause I'm on TV. They even bother my poor father, cause he's down with me.
It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time it's tricky. How is that?
Tricky,
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 tricky, it's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time it's tricky. We don't use drugs,
but you assume
on your own.
they offer coke,
And lots of dope, but we just leave it alone. It's like that, y'all.
y'all.
But we don't quit.
You keep on
Rock,
shot,
cause this is it.
Hi, go to
Hello.
trash. What's up?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah?
Things are alright. Things are alright. My dog was sick. That's why we didn't do the show last week.
Right.
She had to have some surgery because she was really sick for like 3 days, and then I made her a vet appointment, which was 2 days after the day I made the appointment.
Right.
And while we were waiting for that appointment, it was obvious that she was like getting sicker, so we just took her to the emergency vet, and they did all sorts of tests and things, and they found a big old mass in her tumor, or a tumor-like mass on her spleen. And so we had to have she had to have that removed, and it's being tested right now to see if it's benign or cancerous.
Yeah.
So yeah, but she's doing much better. She's doing great. Like,
That's good.
She's not sick at all anymore. Like she had a fever, she was drooling, she was not really moving around, so I was pretty worried about her.
Yeah.
She's an older dog. But yeah, she's doing good. She's doing good now.
Good. Yeah.
So that's basically all I've done this week is
Right.
kind of care for her.
I understand.
And watch some Kids in the Hall to try to cheer me up.
All right. That working?
It was good, yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I watched like 12 episodes of Kids in the Hall. Actually, also because I went to the library when she was in the hospital,
Yeah.
the vet hospital, and I was like, I'm gonna get some TV shows to cheer me up, and I got that and something else, but I got the Sarah Connor Chronicles because I was like, I want to get some kind of dumb action
Right.
thing that's just unplug my brain, and I watched like 3 episodes of it, and after 3 episodes, I was like,
It's kind of terrible.
it's so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's basically like, hey, did you like Terminator 2? Would you think you would like it if it was 16 hours long and not good? Because that's what we just made. So yeah, it's not good. Like the first episode, I was like, well, this is dumb, but I might just like go with it.
Right.
But after 3 of them, I was like, no, so bad.
Yeah. I have, they're working on a new Terminator movie with, Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the role.
I heard about that.
And, I have zero faith in that.
You know, I hope that it's cool because, like, I just hope it is, but
Right.
it doesn't sound very good.
Right.
You know, like, in my mind, Arnold was like, I've got an idea. You know,
Yeah.
I could be in this movie because, you know, like, we make a Terminator whose skin ages. And they were like, yeah, okay. He's like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kids in the Hall, awesome. Mm-hmm. And also, I didn't know this, but they also had at the library like 5 years ago, the Kids in the Hall did a 8-episode TV show.
Oh, yeah.
Called Death Comes to Shuckton. Mm-hmm. It was awesome. Like, I was kind of worried that, you know, I was like, well, you know, it's been a long time.
Right.
They're older now. But it was great. It was like one giant story. Yeah, I loved it. Highly recommend it.
I've not ever seen that, but I've heard of it, and I just haven't had the opportunity to find it or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's cool. I mean, they've all been doing stuff, so
Right.
they got their chops still. You
Yeah.
know? It's just a matter of getting back together.
I mean, I've seen a lot of them and things, but I hadn't seen Mark McKinney or Bruce McCullough in anything.
Yeah, Mark McKinney, I think, was on Saturday Night Live for a while.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah, I know, right? No, seriously.
How far he's fallen.
Yeah. Like, I remember seeing him on Saturday Night Live, and it was just like, oh
yeah.
poor guy.
Yeah, it's like the equivalent of seeing the band you like play at like the tractor show.
Right, yeah. Which may have made for a better concert movie
Right?
too than
Yeah,
ever. I don't know.
Could have been. Like, yeah, they could have put a camera in the hot air balloon ride and filmed them from on high. It's cheaper than a crane shot. But yeah, Bruce McCullough.
Bruce McCullough, like, I think he's released a couple albums and maybe directed some stuff, but
His music's usually pretty good.
yeah.
I like the stuff in Brain Candy where he's the
Yeah.
goth rocker.
Danzig.
Right. He's a pretty awesome. I could see him totally, like, I like any of them, any of the troupe, but especially him for some reason. I could see him doing really well in a John Waters movie.
Right.
Like, their styles just seem like they would be a good mesh.
Yeah, I could see that.
But
Yeah.
I don't know if that's ever happened.
Scott Thompson, though, he's been on Hannibal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Playing, ironically,
the
a pretty
corner.
straight role.
The corner, right?
Yeah.
And you know what he also does, which I haven't witnessed myself, but he does the Doug Wright Awards, like the emceeing at TCAF. Like, it's like basically their Canadian Artist Awards.
Okay.
He's like one of the guys that hands out the awards. And
Really?
I've never been to it. Like, I always
Okay.
forget about it, but yeah, he does that too.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I guess he's in the comics. I don't know. Or they're just into him. I don't know. I mean,
Could
the,
be. Oh,
the
the
people
TCAF,
that,
yeah.
right, yeah.
It could be. Maybe Dave Sim wouldn't do it. So they had to get one of Canada's other celebrities.
Yeah. They're like, Leonard Cohen's too old. Let's see what Scott Thompson's doing.
But I enjoy him on Hannibal.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think he plays a coroner in Death Comes to Shuckton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe he just got into that.
That prepped him.
Yeah. Typecast from now on. He's got backed into a coroner in his career. I'm pretty proud of that one.
Alright.
Yeah, that's it. Library movies. You? Anything fun?
Again, I'm gonna save my I'm trying to save this for Stupid Sexy Podcast, but I did see the new Godzilla movie this week.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited to see it.
I saw Crank.
Oh yeah.
with Jason Statham this week. That was fun.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like both of the movies, but I think they like just amp it up for the second one.
Right.
Like it gets even more ridiculous.
It was pretty ridiculous in the first one.
There's like one scene in specifically, like every time I think of Crank 2, I just think of, and
Right.
you should totally, if you watch the first one and like
Oh yeah, I totally want to see the second one. Yeah. I watched it with my girlfriend who had seen it before. And so, like, we were talking, at the end, and I was like, well, there's a sequel. She's like, oh, it's got someone else in it, right? I was like, no.
right?
She's like, well, how? I was like, well, I guess we'll have to watch it.
I see, like being a huge Mike Patton fan.
Right.
The reason I watched the Crank movies was because Mike Patton did the score for the second film.
Right.
But I was like, I want to see the first one before I watch the second one.
Sure, yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is actually really good. And when I saw the second one, like, I'm sure a lot of it was because I like the music, but
Right.
they just went with the same themes and just, like, went further with them.
Right, right.
So I think it's a really great movie. But you totally have to watch the first one because
It is a direct sequel.
it's like Back to the Future where it's like a minute passes
Right,
before
yeah.
the second one starts.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to watch the first one first.
I did watched it, and I was like, that was fun, that was big, and that was dumb. It was awesome and stupid. And those same guys directed the Ghost Rider sequel.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And so when I saw the Ghost Rider sequel, I was like, that's what I was expecting, that.
Right.
And instead it was just a boring turd.
I haven't seen it yet, but see, I was the same way. I wanted to see it just because, it was the Crank director. So.
Right.
But not worth it.
Nope. Watch Drive Angry instead.
Okay.
It's the movie that Ghost Rider should have been.
Okay.
Otherwise, celebrated Father's Day early yesterday, with, my brother came to town, to celebrate with my dad. And then, I'm going over there tonight to celebrate, just me and my mom and my dad.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's Father's Day today. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I found that out today when I took my mom out for her birthday, which is today.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, yeah. She's like, we'll go to 11. It'll be before the church crowd. It won't be busy. And I was like, yeah, awesome. And we got to the restaurant, and it was like a 40-minute wait.
Right, where'd you go?
She wanted to go to Cracker Barrel.
Okay.
She loves it.
Ooh, Cracker Barrel on a Sunday.
On Father's Day.
On Father's Day, yeah.
But I saw my friend Michelle and her family were there with her dad.
Uh-huh.
So that was cool. Like, we got to hang out with them in the rocking chair part.
yeah.
Which, I gotta say, hanging out on the rocking chairs on their porch is pretty great. I love rocking chairs. I can't wait till I can pull that look off. I'll have a fedora and I'll sit on my porch on a rocking chair. That'll be nice.
You're getting close.
I am getting close. Yeah. Yeah. Good times. Good times.
So, happy Father's Day to all the fathers that might listen to this show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We got maybe a few.
Couple,
Maybe
yeah.
a couple.
Kurt Dins for sure. Jeremy Anderson. Maybe Ryan Merrill.
Maybe Brian John Mitchell.
Maybe Brian John Mitchell, but probably not. Though he might argue.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he'll argue.
Oh, that's true.
Well, yeah. Happy Father's Day. Boys and girls and fathers. I guess.
Joe G.
Oh?
He's got 2 little dogs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did he sire them?
He did.
Oh, okay.
Joe G's a dog fucker.
Oh. It's all lining up.
Yep. Jenny is his beard.
So when he talks about going home to his bitches,
He's
really, okay,
Mm-hmm.
he's really not being offensive to women.
Yep.
He's talking about the dogs he fucks.
Yep.
Okay.
Otherwise, no, I got nothing.
Well, I read a book this week.
What?
I thought maybe, actually I read it like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Because I had it prepared.
Right, yeah.
But hopefully this will be the book we read.
Okay.
Barring any vetoes.
All right.
It's also sort of a similar from today's thing. It's a fact and fiction mixed together.
Uh-huh.
It's the story of Andre the Giant,
Oh.
life and legend by Box Brown.
Nice.
You done with that?
I am totally down with that.
Awesome. Awesome.
It's kind of been in the back of my mind of maybe wanting to read someday. So.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Hey, we haven't talked about wrestling for 4 years, probably.
Probably. There's probably a reason for that.
Did I say wrestling? I think I did say wrestling.
Yeah, it was close to wrestling.
Yeah, I'll stick with it.
Yeah.
It's wrestling.
Wrestling. Yeah, sounds good.
Sweet. All right.
Well, then.
Well, maybe I'll reread it really quick before we do the review, since it's been a couple weeks.
All right.
I mean, I brought it here, so you can have it.
Okay.
When we come and do the show, maybe I'll speed read it really.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you can reread it over the next couple days if you want. All right. Okay. All right.
I should be all right.
Okay. I offered, though.
Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant.
Life and legend.
Yes. All right, then. We'll hopefully next week we'll do this again.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right.
All right.
Alrighty then. Goodbye, everybody.
See you, everyone.
Thank you for listening to Gutter Trash. You can subscribe to the show from guttertrash.net or from iTunes and leave us a review. Visit guttertrash.net for email information, links to our Facebook and Twitter pages, and for other podcasts and websites in the Gutter Trash Network. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.